Ba.
This thing is thick.
That's so
Like a
true.
rope stick, Jebb.
It is. I don't
It's
care.
very
This thing is.
tethering you to the stage.
They can't see this. Yeah, I'm used to it. So.
But anyway, all right. What's good, Cathark? We already got homies funneling in.
You know,
but,
my boy Cathark. I love that dude.
Alrighty.
Of course. But anyway, we are here with the 4th ever installment of the Runback.
Yep.
What is
Yes.
happening, homies?
Thank you guys for running it back.
Yep, I am here with the senpai of the region, uncle of the
Is that
community.
what they call me?
Oh, they call you a lot of things, Jebb.
Make sure
but,
to keep it right there.
Of course. But yeah, I'm here with Jebb, who, I don't know, you had a pretty good performance today. Another day in the life of chilling here at the cave.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with today.
How was just the experience overall?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did well. Against my match with, I feel like the only one. Well, I did flub against Iota, but he was playing really well today. And also Joseph or Tengu, he was playing really well. So he actually took a game off me. He two-stuck my bail. So I switched to Lucas.
I mean, it's crazy because out of all the Marios you play,
Yeah, I play you a lot. So I know the matchup, but he knows Bayo too really well. So. And
plus, he knows how to take his time, man.
yeah,
Oh,
he's
for sure.
really patient.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
What? Anyway, while we're getting some stuff figured out, one thing that I wanted. So we're here at like almost 1 a.m., 2 a.m.
It's like
here at the
1:30.
cave. 1:30. But this is no I don't know. This isn't abnormal at all because one thing when we first saw you arrive in this region here at the Runback, or here at the cave, is you were always on the come up. But I feel like this venue in particular is where you really kind of got your start because you and Waddy would be here until 3, 4 a.m. every night
Literally.
with Hero
Yeah.
Puff at the time, now
It was
West Tower.
crazy.
But describe how this venue has kind of played a significant role in your come up, because this is the first place where we all as a region really started hearing about your both the brothers' growth.
Yeah, definitely. The weird thing about this venue, I always feel like I play better here than Fantastic. I don't know why. But I've got a lot of my first wins here. I think the first time I beat Zephyr was here. And
First tournament win was here as well.
yeah, that's true. I actually never won Fantastic. It's crazy.
That's a hard venue to win, by the way.
It is.
I mean, everyone seems cursed there. Honestly, that's like the
Remzi.
that's like the 2GG saga of MDVA,
Yep.
Yeah, it really.
and
is.
that's not Remzi, that's Esmer.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah. So yeah, and plus I just love the atmosphere. It's so.
It's pretty chill.
Yeah, it's very chill. Yeah.
But what did you do that really? I mean, because there's a lot of people who come here each week to grind. But was there anything in particular that really? I don't know. Because your growth, I mean, has been really accelerated. Especially in your first 3 to 6 months. Granted, you had a bit of a head start from playing Brawl and playing Wi-Fi
yeah,
as
Brawl
well.
helped a lot. Well, the good thing about this venue is 24-hour venue, so we were just grinding till 5 a.m.
Yeah, but there were points where Jebb would be like, well, I want to go home, man. Then me and Waddy are just sitting there kind of ignoring him, but just
What do you mean?
But that was when I was trying to take the game seriously, but then Waddy was just
Too good.
didn't because just seeing him grow while it's happening, I don't realize it, but it's both of them. Just
Yeah.
okay, what the hell?
'Cause it's
Why are they so naturally gifted at this party game?
Yeah, because it's such good training here.
Yeah, we say it's a gym, literally like a Pokemon
It
gym.
literally is. When I first came, or when first me and Waddy came to this region, I thought it was I knew our region was good. I didn't know a lot about the region, but I didn't think it was going to be this good. And of course, the region's gotten much better since we came. But
So actually, this is kind of a transitioning point, and you made the hard read already because you're wearing the jacket of your first tournament.
He told me in the car here, he's like, "Are you going to interview me?" So
that's kind of why I wore it. But
okay.
I wanted to wear it anyways. But
It's a comfy jacket. I have one myself.
That's really nice.
But let's talk about I don't know, both of the Broston brothers' experiences at Pound 2016. How was your first tournament experience at all? One of the most significant things that I remember the first time I ever saw you was on stream.
We don't talk about that.
Okay, I guess we don't
Oh
talk
my
about
God,
that here at the
it's
Runback.
crazy because I was looking at that tournament specifically. There were so many people that I saw, and I'm just like, "Who are these people?" The likes of seeing Squirk play against Esam, seeing you versus Rimsey. I'm like, oh, I know Rimsey, but I'm like, who's this guy, man? Like, who's this Lucas?
Yeah, it was crazy.
I called him Mucus back then because I didn't think highly of Lucas, but you made me say
That's gross.
You made me think differently.
Right before I played Rimsey, I had to play Kitara, and I 2-0'd him, and that was a big confidence booster. No shots, but it was pretty.
But it was his first tournament. Yeah. Where you at?
So, but yeah. So I Rimsey was one of the few players from MDVA that I actually heard of and knew, and plus because I used 0-0 at the time, so I looked up to him. So I was really nervous to play him, and yeah, I kind of got bodied, but my DI was so bad. It was awful.
It's okay. It was it was 2016.
I mean, it was a really good learning experience, and I definitely learned a lot.
Any homies that you met at that tournament as well that, like, I don't know, you still kind of see around to this day? Like, super day one homies? Like,
not in particular, but I would say the most important person that we met at that tournament was Mr. Eric. Because he literally introduced us to the scene. Like,
it's just crazy to think because there are so many, like, going back to, like, that tournament in general, just kind of walking past people, you're probably just like,
I probably walked
past like
probably,
apparently
sure.
Tweli was in my pool.
I was in West Tower's pool.
I didn't even know
I never
about
talked to him because Ganon did a sad thing to his Kirby. But just like
no, I ISD'd that game, and I was like, because I was going.
He was mad.
Regardless, I ISD'd. I had to concentrate my life outside of that Ritz-Carlton for about 20 minutes.
What a great venue, by the way, too. I feel like a venue that, like, it just had...
it was small. It was kind of packed, so that was the only bad thing.
It was just great seeing literally the ritziest, like, venue that has ever, like, MDVA has ever seen, and just a bunch of grimy, like, I don't know, sweaty, like, what was that, like, copy pasta from that, like, Facebook review where he's like, a bunch of sweaty, grimy, pot-smelling kids and stuff, because the people were trying to have a wedding, and I was like, man, you had the wrong read. Trying to mess with smashers on our weekend. But I guess talking about Mr. Eric as well, because he's definitely a pivotal figure in both your and Wadi's, like, growth. Funny thing about that tournament is, so the first time that I ever met Mr. Eric, because I watched his videos, I definitely knew who he was, because he was the first Rob that I really looked at, and I was like, oh, Rob's dope, right? Because I played Melee beforehand. But the first time, and I might as well just tell this story now, the reason why I play the purple Rob that I do, Jebb, you complimented my purple Rob earlier today as well.
Anything purple is great.
So also why he likes that jacket so much. So that's why he'll wear it in 80-degree weather in the middle of summer.
Hey, man.
It was 75 today. Give me credit.
And you're sitting in my car like, why am I hot? I don't know. It's summer.
But anyway, so I originally, because Eric played purple, I was like, I'm not trying to be the same as this other dude in my region with the color. I'm going to pick the red arms, right, the little Japanese Rob. Instead, because, like, I want to be original, right?
Yeah.
And so I tweeted at him, and I was like, hey, by the way, like, I'm going to try to meet you at Pound, but, like, I'm going to switch colors, you know, I don't want to be, like, overrated. And he was like, no, why would you change? Like, you have to pick Lavender Rob. Like, Lavender, and I didn't even know, I always just called it Perp Rob, but he's like, no. And I was like, oh, man, no, I'll probably just change anyway. He's like, no, not giving you any advice unless you play Lavender Rob. And I was like, okay, the end of that Twitter conversation. And so I go up to him, and because I was like, this dude blessed me with the privilege of using his color in my region or whatever. Like, I was like, you know what, I'm going to give him a gift. So it's literally the first time I ever met Eric was at Pound, and I gave him a lavender candle that I bought from Target, and he still has it to this day. And so Eric was running around to all these other, like, top player homies at Pound, and he was just like, look, I'm so esports, this dude just gave me a candle, and it's still not lit to this day. Like, he's, like, preserving it.
I wouldn't light that either, because that would be just, like, a pivotal moment in my life. Like, this man, a fan, gave me a damn candle.
Where'd you even get that from?
Oh, I got it from Target. It was like
I was like, either Target, Walgreens. But there's CVS comes in clutch with that stuff.
There's a lesson to be learned here, is that first impressions are important. Okay, you're not a gym if you plan ahead. You go in with an optimal gift, right? But anyway, random story from Pound.
That's very thoughtful gifts, though.
Oh man, well, anyway, sorry, random aside. But so for so long, you were a consistent threat, but never able to take a first place until I believe it was a monthly. And Big Brother Wadi decided to go away, probably to do something. And so I specifically remember this set, watching it at home. It was Zerom versus you, both of the PK pack, kind of in a collision course here at the cave. Yeah. But you were able to take your first win, and you had been grinding out like that win. You had been second place so many times. But how did it feel to get that kind of weight lifted off your shoulders?
It was such a huge relief. Like playing Zerom, our games are, like, always close, neck and neck. So, and I respect him a lot as a player. So when I won, it was just like, it was like the best feeling ever. Because like I knew I could do it, and like rejection and like losing, like it hurts like not getting first, but it's like knowing that you're able to do something. You just have to just keep doing it until it happens, basically.
Yep, and that's the funny thing was because the monthly before that, you were so discouraged because like even when Wadi isn't here, I couldn't take it because that was something that was the tournament boss timed you out with Cloud and Grands.
Was
Yeah.
that
I
the
hate to
same
bring that
tournament?
up, huh?
Was that tournament? I thought that happened after.
It was before
Okay.
because
you're
I
probably
remember
right.
because I remember he was like, I can't even win when Wadi isn't here. I'm like, you just got to keep at it.
It's
like,
weird because
And then the month later,
I
the
think
monthly
it's,
night.
I think it's a monthly thing. I always do bad at monthlies. I don't know why, but yeah.
Still come to the monthlies, but
Yeah. By the way,
if
if you're trying to get a hot Jebb upset,
if
June
people
17th?
come, I'll go.
June 17th,
If people come,
This is-
I will go.
next Saturday, not this Saturday, next Saturday.
yep.
Yeah.
Oh, also another Saturday event that we had recently too. That was kind of
Oh, I
similar.
won't be here.
When you want to reset the bracket, you got first that tournament, right?
Did
No.
I get first? No, I didn't. I
Dang.
think I got second.
You got second. I don't know. I just remember
Do you
that
who
performance.
I lost to? I think I lost to. It might have been Boss again. I'm not sure.
No, Boston didn't make it that far. It was like Ramsey and
think
somebody
Ramsey
else.
won.
there. Ramsey won.
Ramsey won, but maybe I got third.
I literally tried checking the Smash GG for that, and of course, like every cave bracket, it wasn't filled out all the way,
yeah.
so I didn't even know.
Yeah, I think I got third. I don't remember whoever. Yeah,
But-
I don't know.
But I believe you had some good wins. I believe you beat Ling Ling.
Yeah, I did beat.
A
Ling.
few other like good players as well. But any other tournaments that stick out to you as like pivotal moments in the career of Jebb so far?
Well, I would say all of them like fantastic, even though I don't do as well there. Xanadu's probably the biggest, to be honest, because like, one, the players are good, and also just the platform itself, and like,
Yeah.
just it's a lot of exposure, which definitely helps.
I mean, that's where he got a lot of his fans. I mean, from placing top 8s there most of the time, and then he says he has to go in a different profile on For Glory because he's that esports that famous. He can't like everyone's like
Smurf account.
Jebb. They just, I mean, I feel like honestly at that point it's kind of good because then people want to try against you.
I like it.
I don't know.
So, I have to be in the mood for it, I guess. But
I have to be in the mood for my fame and glory.
no, it's not like that.
Yeah, you know.
No,
Two
it's like,
esports for
no,
Glory.
it's because sometimes I like to sandbag on For Glory, and I don't like to sandbag on my main account.
No, watch, hold on. In a year, he's gonna be esports and top 20 in the world or something, maybe even better. He's gonna be looking down with all his bodyguards like, who are you again?
Nah, it's not like that.
I was in Beans' stream the other day, and Remzi was just like rocking his own, like he had no Smurf account. He was playing like he played 12 games with Beans on For Glory, and Beans didn't know who Remzi was, and I was like, how? If Jebb knew him at Pound 2016, but Beans doesn't know him in 2017.
Yeah, I lost to a Falcon at Pound. It was
Sensational.
Yeah.
Oh
He's
yeah,
good.
I still see him on Anthers Ladder all the time.
Oh yeah, he's a
That's
Wi-Fi.
Anthers.
He's a Wi-Fi.
Good old Anthers Ladder. As if For Glory wasn't enough, Anthers Ladder.
I actually used to be on there a lot, but
Dude,
Yeah,
It
but
used to
now
be
we have
lit.
Discord.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. And plus, it's the community is kind of cancerous.
Yeah.
But
Oh, another tournament though that I do want to talk about because one of my favorite team combinations. Granted, I do love like Arctic Friends, which by the way, you guys have been performing really well as of recently. You
Yep,
and I
the Arctic
have some
team,
great
Arctic
synergy.
Fury.
yeah.
But the original team that really started it all here at the cave was the Boston Brothers.
Oh, there's a story behind that
I
too.
miss it, to be honest.
And I
remember.
missed it too, and I didn't realize how badly I missed it until you guys got that first place at Fantastic
Yeah.
Classic,
Oh
which
yeah,
was the
that was
revival.
that was so-
Commentating all sets was like because you can just feel the synergy, like
Mhm.
because you're brothers.
but
like,
talk about what makes that team so great in your mind.
I believe, did we go Lucas Miltu the whole time?
Well, you also went
I
Cloud.
think I went. Yeah, I don't think I had Bayo then.
No, you did, but you didn't pull her out in dubs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing with it's weird with Wadi because, like in doubles, like I like to team with an aggressive player because I'm really good at stock taking. Like I think I'm one of the best stock tankers.
I mean, and Lucas being like, if you have a projectile like Mewtwo or Rob,
yeah.
that definitely
Yeah.
helps
But
out
even
with
my
stock taking.
even my Bayo and Cloud are so good at stock tank. I think it's just my play style. But,
Very evasive.
Yeah, and so
That's just a Boston thing.
yeah.
Wadi very evasive as well.
So that's the problem because Wadi, I want Wadi to be the aggressive one because I'm horrible at being aggressive in team. So he kind of has to be the aggressive one, and he's not, when he's Mewtwo, he's good at being better at being aggressive. His Rob can't be.
As
aggressive.
Rob, I say it all the time. It's utterly Bastion. Like he'll just stay in that one control point and just hold off that point and make sure you don't get hurt.
Ledge positioning and he's good. Like
he'll stay in sentry mode.
That's a good metaphor. That's accurate. Yeah. So we were playing so good because we didn't practice. It was just our synergy, and we were getting these sick combos.
Yes.
I'm telling you, it was also because you said you teamed a lot in Brawl with them. So
we were like.
Was that Wi-Fi double tournaments? I assume.
Yeah, and just friendlies. Like we used to do, it would be me and Awadi versus 6WX and Uno. So like the brothers versus brothers. It was so much fun. But yeah, we would just do that for hours, and it was so good. And we had a lot of teams in Brawl. We would do Double Wario. We would do Zero Suit Rob, Lucas Rob. We had so many teams, but so that kind of just pulled over into Smash 4. And like it works, like so. I hope we get to team more, like I'm not blaming Senpai or anything, but basically once they got together, he likes
Senpai. If you're watching, it's all your fault.
No, no, it's not her fault. I'm saying
you can tell her right now she's playing Overwatch.
No, she can't.
They always play.
Too
Overwatch.
busy carrying Wadi.
I mean, they're a good team, so I can't disrespect them.
Yeah, but also I understand, like, you're my brother, man. You were my first partner, man.
So a little bit though, let's compare and contrast your little Tingle brother, Iota. What's different about that team as well? Because you guys also have some nice. It definitely works a little differently than Wadi, of course. But
yeah, what do you think makes that team like Arctic Fury?
Yeah,
honestly, a lot of Arctic Fury like on that team is really good at dubs. I just realized
Squirk,
that.
and it's super slept on. Squirk and Puppe took, I believe, Anvil this past week.
Yeah, Squirk is definitely a better doubles player than he is in singles. I mean, he's still really good in singles.
I mean, doubles and singles are two different games.
It really is, to be honest.
That's all. I mean, I guess you can't really say it's like an insult or anything because it's not a shot or anything, but you might just be better at dubs.
I mean, some people are just better at one or the other or both. Like, I'm good at both. So, what was the question?
Oh, I was just asking, what is it about Iota and doubles?
Oh, Iota. I forgot.
You're good.
Yeah. Iota is like the perfect because, like, originally, like, when we first started teaming, I was skeptical because, like, Wario, and, like, on paper, to me, he doesn't sound like he would be that well in doubles. Yeah, he has Waft, but what else does he have? But it's like, he's so good at being aggressive, especially in doubles. He knows how to, like, he's really good at, what's the word I'm looking for? Being aggressive off stage.
Yeah.
Like
he'll be getting headhunted off stage.
It's crazy.
He'll be getting just double kill.
He gets a lot of his kills from off stage.
Kill.
The back airs, the down airs, the waft, whatever he has. Like
while he's doing that, I'm just chilling over here on the stage.
Oh, so you're saying the Iota carries. All right, so
wow. Okay.
All right, anyways, we'll continue.
I'm mad.
All right, now because there is much more than just getting kills. Because without just getting kills, you're setting up to get those kills.
Yeah, and plus, like when he's in like certain dangerous situation, I'm there to back him up, basically. So, yeah, the team works really well. I never imagined I would team with him. Like at SmashCon, I think we started teaming after the SmashCon. I teamed with Cody Street, the other well-known Lucas.
Didn't go super well, if I remember.
Yeah, he's been using a lot of Ness and Rosalina now. I think he dropped Corn.
Shoutouts to sick SmashCon Jebb, by the way. I played friendlies with you.
No,
and you were so
sick. Kind of shoutouts.
Half shoutouts. A little reckless.
If you guys want a little story about that, we got to the hotel room day 0 where everyone gets there, like everyone's like it's friendlies, and then I'm like, Jebb, you want to go to the opening ceremony? You know, we're gonna have Kama come to 64. You can play friendlies. He's like, no, I'm sitting. I'm just gonna come. I'm gonna stay here. I'm like, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. So he's already has just holding a box of tissues, right?
Yep.
So
I remember the tissues.
I'm sitting here. I come back. I was like, all right, we're only gonna be there for a few hours. I ended up being there till I think 11 or 12 when the venue closed or something like that. And then we come back, and there is a trash can,
just full of
a trash can like a normal
these were pretty big trash cans.
A trash can.
They were big.
And another trash can halfway filled with tissues.
It was crazy. The flu it was so bad.
And we had him in so there was a couch and we had the cushions set up like a wall, had him in a quarantine zone. It was pretty funny to look at.
It was fun though.
But otherwise I had a good time until I got sick. I got the Jebbitis.
Yep.
So
I got a lot of people sick.
You probably got everyone sick.
I know. I think
you probably got the whole
I played a good.
sick.
I hung out with you a ton at SmashCon.
Yeah,
I never got sick.
I'm pretty sure I got Mr. E sick and a bunch of other people.
Dang.
But
Jebb confirmed patient 0.
No, the worst part about it is I didn't feel bad.
Ooh,
But,
the first real sighting of Savage Jebb.
All right, think about this before you potentially room a Jebb at SmashCon. Just
no one's gonna room with me now.
We'll room with you, Jebb.
Nah, I'll get the AF room. But yeah.
Esports.
So, like, I don't want to John or anything, but like having the flu is a legit John
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah.
I got 96, which isn't horrible. We did much better in doubles.
I mean, like, if you're not feeling good, then you're not going to play good. It's simple as
Yeah.
that. So
yeah, who did I play? I'm trying to think who I played in winners. I know I lost to that Diddy, the Canadian Diddy.
Crimfoish.
Yeah, Crimfoish. I lost to him, and
He's really good though.
he is good.
Yeah.
Who did I lose to in winners? Why can't I remember? Who was in my pool? God, now it's bothering me.
It's all
Damn,
good.
it'll come to me.
Oh, so one thing. Speaking of, so one thing that I was thinking about recently too is, unlike the Wadi, you actually still. One thing that I've always impressed me, and I think is way more admirable, is you still to this day are really dedicated with your Wi-Fi grinding as well as just like labbing things out. I mean, some of the, especially when you're on your
Labbing?
brief little.
Hey,
Hey man, when he came back from his hiatus,
I laugh
when he
sometime.
had that haircut and he was doing some footstool
No,
combos.
he came
was
back his
freezing them
haircut
off the
looking
top.
good, all that.
I was doing that the PK freeze.
Yes,
up the top.
yes.
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
you
so-
haven't done that since, like, or just saying.
It's hard to get.
Yeah, it's a
It's-
lot.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Reset the bracket.
was
I'm like,
swag.
okay, Jebb.
We were
Okay.
like, okay.
I was
you
on
killed
fire
Ash
that
off
time.
the top too. I was like, ugh.
I feel bad because whenever I pop off, it's always Ash, and I'm like, I'm so like, it's like, I'm
That's
sorry, this
terrible.
stuff happens like to Ash, and I'm
We
like,
love
I
you,
have
Ash.
to.
Hopefully, we'll
I
have
mean,
you on
he's
the
a
show.
Bowser. He should expect these things to happen to him.
I know, but it's like I
Dang.
feel
He's a
bad.
giant. He's a giant hurt box. I'm
I
sorry.
just feel bad because I'm just like, yeah, it's like Ash, you're a great player and all. Like, I'm not trying throwing anything at you. Just hype stuff happens when you're on the screen, and
Yeah.
you're not,
That's
But
true.
but describe to
and
me
you're on the
even
opposite end of
from
it.
even from early days of Smash 4, like talk to me about like the Wi-Fi grind, how you approach Wi-Fi specifically, because it is an entirely different game, but also kind of the
is.
community that you've built around yourself, because you know a lot of top Wi-Fi players for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I feel like Wi-Fi is slept on because, like, I don't know, maybe it's just because I have a really good connection, but I rarely lag with people. So and plus I know who to play. I know who lags and who doesn't since I've been
Yep.
doing it for so long. But, like, to me, my approach to Wi-Fi is more I'm using it as a tool to learn matchups. I'm not going for, like, crazy text because it's hard to do it on Wi-Fi. So I'm just trying to grind matchups. And
That's how you get good at any fighting game, by the way, and very important in Smash 4 because you have 58 matchups to learn.
that's a lot.
So-
yeah, and also, like, the great thing about Discord, like, before Discord was a thing, like, Anthers
At least very
was-
popular because it started around 2015, like around SmashCon.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
no one was using it. They were still using Skype. Skype.
Ugh.
Remember Skype, guys?
I hate those days. I don't even want to think about
Let's
Skype.
not even.
Yeah.
No, we're not.
We're not going to
Skype,
go there.
Skype will never get Runback. They do not get the
Yeah,
the
they
Runback
do not get the
sponsorship.
hashtag.
They
Runback
literally
sponsor.
put Skype out of business, to be honest. Like, only old people use Skype now. But,
Yeah, I mean, they're slowly catching
No, old
up with
people use
Facebook.
FaceTime.
Well, they caught up with Facebook, and
Oh,
now they're
yeah.
slowly catching up with Twitter. So we're going to need to find a new platform for that,
we
too.
just got to, like, it's weird because the old people, it's like, okay, we're here, and then they'll come here, and then we'll move to the next thing. It's like they're trying to follow it.
Honestly, I hope, Jebb, that we are like 60 years old, still labbing and grinding Smash like 16.
What
I
we-
probably
we're
won't
still
have
in a
thumbs
Discord
at
servers.
that point. Like, I'll probably be using my prosthetic thumbs. I'll have them, like my cyborg bionic thumbs.
all that DI.
Yeah.
we're all going to have.
Oh, yeah,
like,
my DI specifically.
oh, yeah,
DI.
your DI is not human. It's,
Yeah,
it's
I'm
ridiculous.
an esportsing
It's
alien.
actually
Esports
ridiculous.
alien.
Especially Van playing friendlies right now. He's an esportsing alien
What
as
is
well.
he? Is that ramen he's eating?
Yeah, he's
Yes.
eating some ramen. Just
yeah.
got sponsored,
What was
but
it
still
saying?
not esports enough to eat some ramen.
Damn, they're roasting you.
No, man. I'm
But
saying
yeah,
he's
what
humble.
I was saying about the Wi-Fi discords, it's like, I mean, like, see, I'm the kind of person that I want to like bring people together and help people have a place to train. So I actually, the first thing I made an MDVA Discord because back when I made it, there
that
wasn't.
Discord was sick too. I didn't
Yeah.
even join the new one. I was like, we got no Jebb moderation.
I joined the
I'm
new
done.
one, but I'm like, no
Hard
one ever
pass.
uses it. At least Virginia people rarely use it.
Yeah, it's always Maryland people talking in the new one. I don't know why.
Lame.
But
The how that one was even made was really dumb too.
yeah, like mine's is perfect, but then literally the problem was Seagull was a mod. Like
Yeah.
I wanted to have it so like everyone had a chance to be a mod. I wanted to like switch them up.
That's how normal servers are ran.
That's how it should be.
Yeah,
ran.
like
So and then I unmodded Seagull Joe, and then he was like, "Oh, you unmodded me. I'm gonna make another server," and then it went downhill from there. But
in November, can we bring it? So every Monday, the community finds something to complain about, right? So here, we're gonna set the date right now. In November, we're gonna have a re-election for the MDVA
wow,
Discord,
oh my god!
and you can either re-vote
I can't.
Seagull Joe, you know, a dude with.
I mean, this might
long
actually
hair
be
or
an
whatever.
MDVA civil war.
It could be, or you know. You can have a former. It's almost like you get a chance to re-elect Obama. You know, you get
Yo, let's
vote
go.
Jebb. You had a functional, fun, healthy Discord.
But what if people in the chat didn't like Obama?
They can leave, man. That dude was a homie. He was the only
He
the
was
only president
literally-
to hang out with like Jay-Z.
He was
and
literally like
Beyonce.
probably like a homie.
Isn't Maryland
most homiest president of all
Isn't
time.
Mar-
Homiest, yeah.
Isn't Maryland a blue state?
No.
We're not getting into this.
Anyway.
We're not gonna go
anyways.
politics. Okay, what was that?
Anyway, vote Jebb 2017.
For MDVA mod or MDVA
so I
owner.
guess the
Oh,
only
MDVA Discord mayor.
One thing I want to talk about
Yep.
is you were talking about the Civil War thing. What really I want there to be another MDVA versus VA crew battle because they didn't put me in. I swear.
it would have all been different.
They
I
would've
mean,
if they put
all I'm
me
gonna say
in,
is
we would have won.
All I'm gonna say is the Jebb and Wadi literally grew up doing crew battles. They didn't know what online or offline was. All they knew were crew battles. They thought that was competitive
And
Smash.
for some
Yep.
reason, people think Lucas sucks in crew battles, but he's so good
No,
in crew battles.
no, just
You never
can't-
get hit, Jebb.
Yeah.
Like that's godlike.
Yes, he's
Like-
so good. So, yeah, I was kind of mad. And then, like, Black Yoshi, of course, is a good. They replaced me with Black Yoshi, but Black Yoshi's a good player, but he really flubbed. So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
No.
It happens.
I'm
I
down. I'm pretty sure they're trying to scheme and make a Virginia, Maryland Arcadian.
I want the run back.
Arcadian like
Hashtag
thing.
the run back.
Hey,
Oh, a
thanks for
crew
the
battle
plug.
there?
Yeah, that's what I heard somebody say. But also, if they know anything about Arcadians, when is their time for that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Like,
true.
I don't know.
Especially because Vinny's gonna be Pac-Man. That's all I'm saying. It's gonna be.
What is there, like 90? There's a lot. There's like
A lot of
80
people.
something. There's at least 80 people.
Wait, for Wii U? Wii U has the most, has over 100.
Oh,
Really?
Yep.
So I guess transitioning though, Jebb, because we were talking with you in a Discord the other night. Any names that you are specifically looking for? Because we will all be riding to the Arcadian together.
Oh,
for
are you
some,
coming with this? Yo, let's go.
It's lit, of course, man.
Yo, that's lit.
But I don't know. Any people that in the Jebb fam that you're gonna be I don't know, like looking for to do well, or people that you're gonna be cheering on?
Yeah, the Arcadian is really stacked.
This is
Like,
probably the most volatile tournament.
it's the most stacked
ever.
Arcadian period. It's crazy. Like I'm rooting for Dingus Joe because he's like a really good friend. But to be honest, it's like anyone's game at this point. Like Natro, Archie, Scarlet, Joseph / Tengu. Is he still here? Oh,
Yeah,
he's
he's
right
right
there.
there.
Of course.
Who else? There's a lot of people. Minix has been putting in work.
Can't count out Scans as well.
Yeah, Scans. Yeah, Scans is crazy. Yeah, there's so many people, and I feel like there's going to be upsets. So anything that happens, like R-Bar, I think is R-Bar going?
Yes.
Yeah, he
Yes.
is. We saw him in there, and we're like, oh snap, nobody's ready for our bar because we weren't ready last week.
Yeah, that
Seagull Joe was ready.
That man's a hidden boss. But
Yep.
yeah,
He's like got
even
someone else this today.
Who?
R-Bar.
Did
Yeah.
he beat a PR player?
He beat somebody. We'll
Well,
run it
you
back
can-
when we
you can
look at the bracket.
Yeah, you can look
I
at
know that Archie apparently kind of gave him the.
hands.
But then again, that was mad Archie.
Archie's a number 1 seed for the Arcadian,
He
so
is.
maybe. I don't
He's
know.
number one, exactly number one.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
number
he
1
is.
seed,
I think Scarlet's
which is
second.
kind of a
I'm
curse,
not sure.
actually. If I'm not even gonna lie, that's your own.
He
it's-
said it was a lot of pressure, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
Anyway.
it'll be fine.
And then I guess just a final question. I mean, as I said, we had your grind server. You tweeted out, but any other just like Wi-Fi or just friends that you've met alongside in the community that you want to give other shout-outs to? I mean, we already mentioned Eric, just homies that you've met along the
Yeah,
way, but
Eric-
anyone specifically?
Yeah, Eric was a big one because he literally introduced me. This guy right here.
Aw.
I love this guy. He's my best friend. But
He
yeah,
has like 2 episodes in a row. Can he just not make a black man blush?
I mean, you can't see it.
No, but facially.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
then my
you're-
cheekbones and I almost do this.
Yeah. But yeah, he's been really instrumental. Like, not even like he takes me to a lot of tournaments, just the moral support he gives me is huge. Yeah, Crits has been a big help too because he's like he knows Lucas so well.
Yep.
Like There are a lot of Lucases that would be better than me if they had a really good neutral. Because their tech skill is so good, but their neutral's lacking.
It's the hardest thing to learn.
Yeah, like
honestly.
Lucas,
sure, you can grind out a muscle memory, but knowing how to out mind game someone consistently.
Yeah, my ideal or what's the word I'm looking for? Perspective is like you know all this tech, but you have to have a good neutral to even like get the tech. So I'm like, why are you so focused on the tech when you need the neutral to be able to get the tech?
Because it looks cool. I mean, look at Falco in Melee. That's why there's a lot of mid-level Falcos.
I mean, this ain't Melee.
I'm just saying, like, it's a good comparison because a lot of people love just multi-shining and down-airing and getting pillar combos, but
I mean, it also depends
at the end of the day, if they know how to get past that, what can you do?
I mean, it also depends on what character you're using because some characters, like, you have to know their tech. So
yeah, some character, like, a good example is, a really good example, Sheik.
Oh, yeah, Sheik, definitely.
That's probably the most prime example, pivotal example is Sheik.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyone else, though, off the top of your head?
Yeah, let me see.
Because they're going to be mad at you. They'll let you know. Like,
mad.
no pressure.
Well, everyone, I know so many people are going to get mentions on Twitter, you're going to get follows, you're going to be people leaving your server.
Let me just say every Lucas main that ever exists. Okay.
All right, you covered the
you're
bases
supporting the chat, you're supporting the Discord, you're supporting For Glory when you see him, and you harass him, make him want to make a alternate account.
Yep.
Of course Iota's been a big one because he's kind of like you. He's been really good in moral support and like doubles. Like doubles low-key helps you in singles in some aspects. So doubles has definitely taught me to be more patient in singles, but and more aware too of certain situations. But yeah, Iota, of course my brother Wadi, of course. Yeah, because we used to practice a lot. We actually finally played in a, like...
I heard that.
Yeah,
How did that go?
It was really good.
I'm like, you guys need to take advantage of that because you're two of the best players in the region.
Yeah,
like,
so...
That's actually... That shouldn't be legal. That's actually not fair.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and I actually learned a lot from playing him. I also noticed, I feel like lately I've tried not to use music. And I feel like I've been playing better without music, so I'm probably not going to use music for a while. The only good thing about music is it helps.
When you're against it's the Wadi ultimate counter.
What?
Look, when he has ultimate charging, that I was saying earlier. Against the Wadi.
Yeah,
Wadi.
Yeah, so that...
It's going to become a meme.
I mean, I'm used to it, but still, it could be kind of... yeah, so I
feel like at that point, like, that's the perfect way of getting used to, like... If you're going to be playing at Nationals, playing at Top 8s in the main stage, you're going to have more than just Wadi in your ear.
Well, Wadi's always guaranteed to have someone cheering for him.
Hey, man.
Oh, man. Okay, so one of my favorite moments from SmashCon, and I remember you being here specifically because it was the likes of myself, Hero Puff at the time. F-Berg was in there deep, right?
I think I know what you're going to
And we're watching Wadi. It was just, I mean, he'd already been at Pound, right? But it was the first time that he kind of had some pressure, the weight of the region on his back. And so he's playing Void.
I knew it.
In a Game 5 situation. But I remember F-Berg was in really close because we were already hip to, like, following Wadi for his next match. Which, by the way, I always enjoy just watching you watch your little bro also succeed, whether it's on stream or some other thing, right? But
you don't understand. We'd be in voice chats when he's at... when he's at, like,
tournaments.
And we're just like...
The support is real.
Like, we can't, like... I
don't
it's too much.
Yeah, when we're watching Wadi, I can only imagine him because he's blood. But Wadi's basically, like, both of them are basically brothers to me. So when I'm seeing them perform, I'm like, all right, so we just took a game off of 0. This is fine. It's fine.
It's literally a panic attack. It's crazy.
But I just remember partying. We had to do this like Moses thing, right? Where we had to like split the Red Sea.
Oh, yeah.
And we're like, make way for his brother, everybody.
I have to watch.
Get out the way.
He's
and
coming
then,
in
we
like...
just like, I don't know, we push Jebb. We push him up to the front, and we're like, go, look at it. Like, we're on some SpongeBob, like, look at your brother. Like, look at everything that he's accomplished.
I had to support him.
Look at it.
Yeah, but I don't know. I always just appreciated just that moment, because if you look, there's a really good photo of it, too, but if you look at, like, that picture, it's almost like a...
There's a picture of it?
I'll tweet it out like to you later.
Yeah, I need to see that.
Shout outs to the bread for capturing that moment, the essence of that moment.
I know he took one of you.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about that.
Yeah, it's a good picture. It's really good.
Okay.
I like
anyway, but Jebb, man, he's just been smooth talking both of us, West Tower. He's just,
hey, that's what I do. And then I
Okay.
roast you off stream.
So okay,
No,
so
no,
final
we
question.
roast
though.
each other so bad off
Yeah,
shit.
it's
Yeah,
bad.
off stream it's actually a nightmare. But so one thing that I want to say,
Yeah, getting called aliens, like
to give you some flattery,
Yeah.
Jebb, I feel like in this past like year and a half or so of growth, you went from being who the hell is Jebb to Jebb, to because people will be like, why is this person beating everybody in doubles for free? Why is this person beating all these other people and stuff? And then like I don't know, man. And then you just kind of out of nowhere, the mix-up was you kind of stole the hearts of the region. After the West Tower tweet, you became Uncle Jebb, uncle of the community.
That, yeah.
But I don't know, man. I've really enjoyed watching your growth, not only as a player but as a personality, and just I don't know how you've definitely like matured as well. I feel like
Definitely.
we're just on like the new updated version of Jebb is sick. Like
yeah, this
I don't
patch is
know.
pretty awesome.
Like for real. But I don't know. Any
appreciate
thoughts on your own growth and what is the biggest thing that you've learned from your journey as a smasher, especially in MDVI?
Yeah, I've definitely grown a lot. Not just as a smasher, as a person, definitely.
Mhm.
Like, I've learned to, like... I definitely learned to live in the moment, definitely, because... like in high school, I feel like they teach you, to plan ahead, plan
Mhm.
your future. And I had that mindset for the longest time. So now I'm kind of like, let me just live in this moment. Let me just
Enjoy yourself.
actually enjoy the experience of
Mm.
playing Smash. So, like, I don't know how long I'm going to be playing Smash. So I'm just trying to, like, it's like an everyday thing, basically. And I'm trying not to take it for granted because I really do enjoy this experience. So, yeah, it's been a crazy ride. Like, I hope it doesn't end anytime soon. Like, I still, like, when I was at Glitch, after I beat 6WX, that was, anytime I get a PGR win, it's really good, like,
I was yelling at you too during that set. I said, Jebb.
I heard you.
I was like looking at you. I was like, it wasn't even coaching. I was just sitting there. I was going like, Jebb, this is your time. Like
Yeah,
you
it
won
was
the first
crazy.
game and it was super jank. Game 2 was
That whole,
whatever.
That whole set was jank.
We don't care even if you won the
I think we
hashtag
both
Runback.
SD'd
Like,
like 5 times.
but
It
I
was
said,
crazy.
Jebb, this is your moment. Like you have to Jebb it up in the way that only Jebb can.
Yep.
So I don't
Also,
know.
we explained earlier on stream that just jebbing it up or just to
Jebb it.
jeb is basically a verb now.
That needs
Dude,
to
next
be,
national we're gonna have a Jebb it up chant.
That needs
Oh
to
my
Jeb
God.
it up.
That
up,
needs to be
up,
a
jeb
thing.
it up. Yeah,
Yo,
but, like,
that-
if you see him at SmashCon playing on stream wherever he is, not even main stage, just
Oh my god.
Jebb
Also,
it
if
up.
you see him at nationals or on stream, or if you're trying to get a commission done for Jebb FX, or
Oh, yeah, dude.
you're trying to meet just like a general
banners.
homie, I can't imagine a nicer ambassador for not only our scene, but for Lucas's, but for just people everywhere.
Or being
Jebb
a,
is just a
being a
genuinely
role
nice
model.
dude.
Like,
I try. Like I love other Lucas mains. Like,
wow, only Lucas mains.
'cause-
Wow.
no! I mean, it's crazy because people don't realize how many good Lucases is.
There's hella
Lucas, how do you say that? Lucases is?
How many good Lucases there are?
Lucasi. That's
Lucas
the plural.
Lucas I.
I'm going to say that. Lucas
No, that's not.
That's
But
not-
it's Lucas, but then it's the eye
no,
emoji.
that actually sounds
That's
wrong.
gonna trigger me, but you know it's fine.
Lucases. Okay, let's go with that.
Lucas's is.
How many? It's hard to say it, but anyways, how many? There are a lot of good Lucases. God damn it.
a lot of good Lucas
Yeah,
players.
There's a lot of good Lucas players. There we go. You fixed it. But the issue is they're all like Wi-Fi fiends and they don't go to tournaments. So like I'm really excited for Connor to like go to stuff.
Oh,
Like,
we're because Connor is like
gonna
your,
be at
basically
SmashCon,
your little
right?
Wi-Fi sapling.
he's my son basically.
Yeah, he has a lot of son. Well, he has a nephew. In
I
our
have a
region.
nephew and a son. It's
But
Jeff's
But
like
yeah.
almost like the great Deku tree, and now there's little like Lucas Koroks all over the place.
That's
yeah, you got to find him.
that's hilarious.
And
But,
then we'll
uh,
see him in
we're-
like top 8s, and we'll be like,
what
you
region-
found me.
What region is Connor from?
Yeah, Connor's in New York.
Okay.
He's pretty much confirmed to go to a, I'm not sure if it's I think it's a regional. It's in the summer. I don't know what it's called, but he's going to that with another Lucas May. I think it's Lamp, I think. So I'm hoping he'll do well. But, I mean, your first tournament's hard, because even mine,
Yeah.
because you're so nervous. And plus, he's so used to Wi-Fi, and it's
different.
It really is.
I mean,
So
isn't he very young too?
he's
That would be mine. Yeah. Yeah, it's my backup.
Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah,
You're good.
yeah, Connor, he's 14. No, he just turned 15. His birthday was a couple
Dang,
days ago.
big young
So
guy.
wish him a happy birthday. Or
Happy late
Happy
birthday?
belated birthday,
belated birthday.
Connor.
I'm sure he's watching.
No. watching his big
Go
brother.
to bed.
Anyway, speaking
Discipline your kids.
of going to bed, by the way, we're gonna have to go to bed soon.
I was
I'm gonna have
saying
to
because
sleep.
why is he watching?
Oh yeah, he should be in bed.
Nah, whatever.
He'll watch the VODs.
Don't sleep on the kid though, for sure. But
Who's
anyway,
in the chat, anyways?
hello, homies. Of course. I don't know, the
Cathark is
usual.
still.
Cathark,
Why is
Matador,
Matador?
Rags.
Is he still here?
Yeah, dude, he has enough time to literally go home.
Oh, he
And
lives
watch.
close anyway.
Um,
Rags.
yeah, tons of homies. So all of your children, Jebbs, and our big old MDVA family.
I don't know who that is though.
Call me Rugs.
No, this
Oh,
guy.
this is
Actually, I
Papusa
think
Dro,
I
one of our
honestly
homies.
think I like Rugs more than
Rugs.
Rags. I'm not gonna lie.
Rugs.
Anyway,
I
they're
like-
all Rugrats in the
But anyways,
chat.
who'd you say a homie in the chat? Tornado.
Oh, it's our homie
I don't know who that
Papusa Dro.
Is he from our region?
He actually is the richest. I don't know. He's the richest man with cave coins.
Oh yeah, Pupusa.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna have to start wrapping this up so we can do
Yeah, for
other
sure.
things because we got much more content
Final
for you
thoughts,
guys.
Jeb. Though.
Final thoughts.
Final shout outs, final thoughts.
Yeah, shout outs to you guys, number one. Shout outs to Arctic Fury. I'm still waiting on our jerseys.
Rhythm in the chat.
Ask him in the chat.
No.
Where are their jerseys, man? They want to represent
Trying
the
to swag
team.
out the
I
kid.
really do, and
They-
the jerseys are nice too. They're old jerseys.
Hey, hopefully by SmashCon.
Yeah, that's
hopefully
what
by
we're trying. That's
Smash.
what we're trying to do. But yeah, Arctic Fury, you guys. Shout outs to Iota. Us getting second today.
We're good.
Yeah, I'll probably go later. Or
That
yeah.
Rolo McFlurry,
Hey,
though?
hey, are you going now? We're about to wrap up, so I'll come with you. Yeah, just give me like a couple minutes. Yeah, Arctic
Oh, for
Fury.
Jeb, times that
Actually,
by
10
3.
minutes.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. If you want to do, I'm gonna have not to. I feel weird saying this, but like I'm gonna have my commission prices soon. Like if you want a Twitter
Sick.
banner.
I mean, I feel like for the the quality that you have on your commissions, it's well deserved. Like
Waddy's
$10.
banner was fire.
Yeah, for the $10, that's not enough.
Yeah,
like
'cause-
honestly, for your quality.
Yeah, because there's people that have way, not to be mean, but their quality's obviously not as good, and they pay a lot more than what I do. So, and plus, I feel like everyone deserves to have a nice quality banner.
Once you
for-
can make this basically like, maybe not a job, but a very good source of income.
Side hustle.
Yeah, it's not bad actually, because there's a lot of people that don't have they either don't have banners or their banners is bad.
And they want one. So
Yeah,
who can they go to? A
Because
guy
it-
that makes great banners.
Because it really
Mhm.
lights up your profile. So
Yep.
you know.
Oh,
But thank you for lighting
not
up our
mine.
region.
Mine's really dark, but it really makes mine give character.
I still don't have a banner
you still
yet, but we're
using
not going
mine?
to talk about
Yeah,
that.
why wouldn't I?
I need to make this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make you guys a matching the Runback theme banner. That's what I need
Yes.
to do.
Do that.
I need to
Let's
do that.
go.
But I want to make it like the cave theme, so I need to talk to
Talk to Panda right
We'll
there.
talk to Panda later.
You
Yeah.
can see what he's making right now.
Our other executive producer of the show.
Yeah.
yeah.
But
I love that guy.
Anyway, thank you so much for your time, Jeb.
Thank
It has
you
been
for
real.
having
Follow this man for sure. Jeb_SSB, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, you
All right.
guys.
Because screw the Lucas. Bayo is life. I was kidding.
Bayo.
Nah, I actually used
Bayo, like.
I used a lot of Lucas today.
Yeah.
I used both pretty.
You
that's-
definitely are a co-main.
You're right.
for
You're
sure.
literally a co-main.
Yeah, I consider myself a co-main at this point.
a crow
Yep.
main?
I
You
said
mean crows?
co-main. What?
Co-main.
So you mean Falco? The crow?
I
The
thought-
bird.
He's a falcon. Is he a falcon? I don't even know.
Yes, Jeb, it's time for you to get up because
Yeah,
you need to get food.
I'm too
All right.
tired. Okay. I'm gonna head out.
You just asked if he's a.
I mean, okay. I don't know. I don't.
Alright.
You know how long it's been since I played Star Fox?
Star Fox is a good game.
Falco.
It is.
Just add an N.
I mean, it could be. I don't know. Nintendo's weird.
Bye, Jeb.
It's time to go. God.
All
Have fun at
right.
McDonald's.
Thanks, Jeff, for
All right,
having
I'm
him
going
on.
to McDonald's. I'm hungry.
Yep.
Bye, guys.
All right.
Thank you for joining the show. That has been.
Nah, but he's a hugger.
I'm a
I'll
fan of
free.
the Jeb hugs,
Anyways.
honestly, but not here. Now's not the time and place.
Give it to.
But I will get rid of this mic.
Mute 11 through 12. Alrighty. Thank you, Jeb. Hope you guys enjoyed that with Jeb.
Jeb murdered that interview.
Yeah,
my
he
God.
really did.
He was coming at us
It's
too.
funny
on Discord.
because-
Oh, I'm nervous.
Yeah, he was saying like in the car, he's like, hopefully I'm not nervous, but he didn't seem nervous at all. And
No,
I
he
guess
was
it helped
fine.
because, like you said, he's very comfortable with us.
with the homies. He had the homies
yeah.
in the chat.
But yeah,
like,
if you guys are still sticking around, we're actually
Thank you.
going to have another segment in between the MDVA weekly recap, and that will be
ooh,
the pre-Arcadian show.
sick. So, let's shine a light, man.
'Cause,
Because
yeah.
Arcadian, we actually. So to preface this, we already said this before. It is the most volatile Arcadian, the most stacked Arcadian that we've ever seen. So we felt it would almost be a little disrespectful to even call it because it's too close to call.
Yeah.
So what we decided to do organizationally was we want to have a top 8 of Virginia, a top 8 of Maryland. And then we also wanted to just do hidden threats and just, I don't know, wild card, just kind of surprises.
And it's crazy because of how we started, because first we were going to do top 5 for each and then do like 5 wild cards.
We couldn't. We literally couldn't.
We had to add 8 for each region, like top 8 players of each region.
And we literally have 15 wild cards.
Yep. You guys are too good.
Yeah,
you guys
like
too good.
actually chill. So we're going to start it off right now. So starting off for Virginia, do you want to round out your list?
Yeah, so the list, so we basically both agreed on all of this.
Mm-hmm.
But for Virginia, we have number 1. It's all in skill order that we think as well. So we have Archie at number 1. We have Scance at number 2. We have Scarlet at number 3. We have Natro at number 4. We have Minix at number 5. Tengu at number 6. Z8 at number 7. And Hero at number 8.
And so I guess for some of the people that could be out of region or maybe not aware, I'm just going to go through some of our just some compliments for some of these players and kind of reasons why they're on this list. Archie from RVA, really consistent, a great mentality, and a great not only a Diddy, but a great Sheik, but he also has the Diddy as well.
Yeah.
And Archie has had so many good PR wins. He's represented. He's not only defended the house so many times, but he's also gone out of state recently to tournaments like Just Roll With It. He's had so many good wins, so that's why he gets our number 1 spot.
That and just his pop off, his how well he played at Glitch.
Yeah, he did great.
So making that winner's side, beating Puppe.
Beating Puppe, defending the house against New York as well. That Foxman and I don't know, Seagull Joe also popping up for him too. I mean, it was great to see him really get some shine. Other people that got some shine recently out of Xanadu, my F-Berg brothers, but brothers themselves, Scance and Scarlet.
Honestly, if you're siblings in the scene, you're just broken. You just
you're actually busted.
It's
Like, because you
like
literally
group,
have an extra brother.
It's literally like group XP boost you get when you queue with other people in Overwatch.
Yeah.
Like, you just level up that much faster.
Yeah, it's like that, like what we were talking about it last night, Pokemon X and Y, where you have that. It's super baby mode because you have it's super free because you have that experience for all the members in your party. That's what having a brother is.
Grind.
Because not only do you have Scance and Scarlet, but you also have Silverfire, who's going to be making a rare appearance.
Yeah.
Plus their older brother, Scat.
Older brother?
Yeah, Scat, their older brother. From Georgia.
This literally, it's funny because literally just looks like.
He just looks like Scarlet. That's the only reason why we say. But
honestly,
Scat,
though,
Scance, Scarlet, and
they
Silverfire.
kind of do like evolution. Like
yes.
Silverfire to
we are
Scance
getting them for a SmashCon photo. Like we are taking that.
We still need to do the one where it's you, Vanilla,
and Zephyr as the Charizard, right? And we're Pokemon evolutions. But anyway, we could talk about that all day. But I actually want to talk about Scance. He has a really great Fox as well. And both Scance and Scarlet, they didn't go to the last Arcadian, but like a year ago, the one that Promelia won, they made 7th and 5th already at those Arcadians. So we kind of put them in as a shoe-in. And it's really kind of a dependent, especially at Xanadu. Scance, last time they were at Xanadu, got 3rd. Scarlet got 5th, which was a great result for Scance as well. But and Archie recently got another top 5th place as well. But I don't know, both of those brothers, especially with the Ryu and the Fox from Scance, and then Scarlet, he's got 3rd at Fantastic last night. He's gotten 1st at Fantastic recently this region. He has plenty of good wins as well. Over players like Black Yoshi, Promelia, Zephyr, ZD, when ZD decided to go Bowser against Scance's Ryu. That didn't go well. But like I don't know, the brothers have pretty good wins. They're pretty consistent, a lot more consistent than some of the other mid-level players. So we put them up. Another RVA, staple, Natro. Natro whipping out the dock today in bracket, kind of known for being one of the best, if not debatably the best Olimar in our region.
I think at this point he is.
Yeah, he has a lot of great wins as well, and a really fiery playstyle. So it's one of those things where if Natro's playing hot that day, it could be his entire tournament. Like, we don't even know.
Well, because we're mostly going to see the Olimar at the Arcadian, but I did ask him, what matchups are you really comfortable with Doc? He's like, I'm also going to use some fast followers. Like, and Marcina, definitely going to use Doc. I forgot but he said specifically Marcina, but otherwise he feels very comfortable with Olimar. But if the Doc needs to come out,
and
he can give you that PhD, man. He can make sure and give you that autopsy. What's going to happen?
And so another person that we had to highlight was Minix. Minix has been on the grind for the past couple months.
Few months. I mean, he's always been around, but within the past few months, just random outbursts of just
putting on for Nova and George Mason specifically. So Minix, a really cognizant player. Matador as well is definitely on our hidden list. But we want to also talk about another Nova threat, and we had him on last episode on the Runback. We did have Tengu, and by the way, as we said, if Tengu gets top 5, we do get to see him on Twitter, so hopefully he gets a good performance. But Tengu, he had some good performance at Fantastic Classic, which was another like kind of regional that we had. At Glitch as well, he did pretty well. He's been traveling with
very close up with Seagull Joe in a matchup that a lot of Marios feel is his worst matchup. Could be 6-4 or worse, but putting up a great fight.
Yeah, and I believe he recently beat Kree Viceroy. He has a decent amount of PR wins under his belt. So Tengu, somebody to watch out for. But we can't
and also
sleep
beating
on
Rags last night.
Beating Rags last night. That was the first time that I believe he's ever done that. I don't know. I'm sure Rags is probably in the chat to correct us. But another person another Nova staple, getting second last Arcadian. You can't count out Z8 the Great.
Z8 the Great.
Honestly.
Especially now, because there was he's always been good, but then he's kind of I feel like he was a little bit discouraged, especially after not making the PR. Yeah. And then it kind of showed in his play as well, because when he's not feeling it, when he's not confident, he is one of those players that if he's not feeling, he will not play well. But when he is, when he is confident.
If he's confident, man, and he's had that experience too, which I definitely give some credit
He's
for.
one of the scariest players in the region.
Yep. And then rounding out
a character like Rosa.
Our number 8, I wanted to give some Sova, Southern Virginia representation as well with Hero, the Bowser Jr. main, but also he has Diddy as well.
Yeah, because with Sova, they've always, we know Puppe from his Arcadian, his experience.
Beating Officer Jenny.
His older brother, Squirk, doing well at every Arcadian until he got PR'd. The season before this season right now.
Yeah. But what I like about Hero specifically, right, because if you look at a lot of TGS results, I just feel like Hero's kind of like the gatekeeper of Sova.
Yeah.
And he attends pretty much every single anvil as well, but I always got to give him props. He's really a really smart player, especially when you're starting with a character with limited tools such as Bowser Jr., but when he applies to a character who has so many options like Diddy, or even when he brings that Moose out. The moose with that Samus. So
I think we almost had a Craigasm, honestly.
Dude, I did, honestly. Samus is one of the funnest secondaries I've ever played friendlies with, right? So I always got to give shout-outs to Hero. And then, so I'm going to run through our Maryland top 8, and we can also talk about some of them as well. I feel like I mistyped. We have a missing number 7 slot, but I don't care.
I think I have it on my phone.
Okay, lit. But while you figure that out, figure out the missing the lost player. We do have Dingus Joe, who I'm going to put on the number 1 spot for Maryland, as well as Tico, Nazo.
Missing Nature, that's what you were missing.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay. Nazo, Young Orpheus, my Rob brother, Yama, Brosidon, who's a consistent threat as well. Brosidon was in my pool last Arcadian, I want to say. And then Nature, of course, another AOH crewmate of Jebb. Which Nature, if he's playing hot as well, I mean, super slept on Mewtwo in our region, one of the original Mewtwo's as well. And then Kama as well, somebody that Jebb was or I think I misspelled that.
You mean Kane?
Yeah, Kane.
Okay.
I don't know. I was tired when I wrote this. But Kane, another person who I guess Jebb met and then forgot and then remembered. But he got the Jebb coastline nonetheless. So
yeah, he was really telling us put Kane. Kane.
He wouldn't be quiet about it. But hey, man, he's an advocate for I don't know, people in his squad. So, and then I don't know. So Dingus Joe, obviously, Dingus Joe. The thing is about him is that
playing so well, gotten a lot of PR wins last season and this season.
A lot of just crazy upsets by Dingus Joe as well. So it's one of those people where, and I think Tant said this the best one time when he was talking about Dingus Joe, is he's always so good, right? And he's had all these wins, but the kind of a Game & Watch struggle is making all of those wins on the exact day, because he is a character that struggles with certain matchups or other things, but he has so many good wins under his belt. Tico, though, I think somebody who I don't know. I don't think we're talking about enough.
Right now with this specific Arcadian.
I've seen him at so many Arcadians as well. He was doing really good at Fantastic as well, but he has such a great, I don't know, fully developed and experienced Toon Link that will rush you down, put the pressure on. So that's always good to know. I think we have Zorax as a hidden boss as well. And then so, yeah, as I said, Brosidon could definitely take it. Yama could take it as well. And then Nazo as well. Nazo is somebody that we're used to seeing here at the cave. So always good to know. And then so for our wild cards, and I'm going to run through these as well because we have 15 already, and even then we're missing some. This is how stacked this Arcadian is. So we're going to go through and say I guess number 1 for our wild card, we are going to give it to Submediant from Maryland. He has a great Peach, really explosive, especially at JTS. I believe he got like a 3rd recently. I don't know. He just, when he's playing that way, especially with the pressure that you can apply as Peach, he's already made good runs as Peach in previous Arcadians and other tournaments and stuff. So always somebody to watch out for. G-Money as well. G-Money. Glyph Money. Somebody who has also been around the block, especially at Arcadians, getting 2nd at the first Arcadian that I can remember him at, but he's probably at the previous one. And then he got 5th, I believe, at the one before. But also somebody who can definitely sneak into that top 8 and make a lot of upsets too, because Glyph still has it. Like, especially with, he has the Villager to cover some of the Rob bad matchups and stuff, but we actually don't have any MJ, so he may be the lone Rob to kind of hold it down, other than, I guess, Orpheus. But somebody to look out for. And then Contro as well. We put him in the number 3rd spot. Contro out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Getting 5th the night before at our Fredericksburg local, Sage Mantis. But it comes out of nowhere. His breakout tournament for sure was the Arcadian, where he got 3rd last year, beating the likes of eliminating Black Yoshi, beating, I don't know, bad matchups like Frogs, like Rosa, and then beating Z8 in winners as well. I mean, he had quite the run representing for Fredericksburg when we didn't have Scarlet, Scans, and the usual heavy hitters in that top 8. So always, I mean, Contra's been playing pretty well. He took a game off Wadi this past Anvil. He defended the house, I believe, as well. And we're about to get into the Anvil results in a while. But and then Disgaea, another Lorenzo, another good Game & Watch main as well. If the 9s are in his favor, I don't know. Game & Watch a character.
I mean, he's literally cosplaying Game & Watch.
He has that little like sign that he just has all the time too with the 9. But somebody who doesn't deserve to get slept on, including another person who shan't be slept on, Arbar. Arbar has been making some upsets. He's been making some waves, and he has a really solid fundamental Corrin to boot, too. It's not just a flash in the pan. Like you can see, too, by his results at last week's cave. He did pretty well today as well. So Arbar's definitely one to look out for. And then for this next, we were so close between these two. 6 and 7, we're going to give it to another staple Richmond homies. Sci-Fire with Sci-Fire.
The growth I have seen from this Wario specifically, from when I first saw it to now, it's horrifying. It's really it's scary to play because I don't know what he's gonna do. Show me, man. Yeah,
and then so right now the man who's sitting across from us at the friendly setup, we're gonna give another one to Van. Van coming representing for West Virginia, always somebody to watch for, as well as another person who's in the chat probably, Beans. I think Beans, he's probably going to have fun with this Arcadian, but you never know, man.
I love the way you spelled this guy when you first spelled it.
Oh, when I first spelled it, it was horrible. Yeah, I butchered it. Apparently it's spelled, what is it, Disgaea, but I spelled it Disguia, like Lugia, but Disguia. Like, I don't know. I was tired when I wrote this list. Obviously, we got a shout out to another person in the chat. We got a shout out to Cathark as well. Has a Bayonetta, has a Robin as well. Worth mentioning. As well. Red Fox.
That's one person who like I was thinking we should put for 16 at least. Wasn't Cathark, because like you can't. He's best Robin in the region.
Oh and
so like I don't know. This Arcadian is nuts.
It's like, so nutty. Like
everyone we're naming could take each other out, or the people we're naming could possibly take this Arcadian.
But are the upsets even upsets? Because honestly, anyone can win any of these pools. Like there are going to be people drowning in pools. Yeah. Like, oh my goodness. So I don't know. It's going to be terrifying. Adding to the list of terrifying players, another person that we're not. He actually was here at the cave today. He had quite a bit of a drive, and I don't know if this will make an impact on.
I don't even think
Saturday.
I saw him.
Oh, but Red Fox, PR #1 in West Virginia. A Sonic who is, I played him on Anthers. He's quite sharp. So something who I think could kind of really sneak in there. Another person, kind of an old head who will definitely sneak in there and probably take some names is Kudo.
Yeah.
Kudo, his Sheik was looking really solid last week when we saw him here at the cave. He has a really fundamental Sheik as well, and then he has the Mewtwo to boot. So somebody to keep and watch for. By the way, number 13 on this list, not that numbers even really matter because they don't. Your boy, your son, Primit.
My son.
Granted, we're definitely going to be seeing some coaching as well from yourself. But honestly, I want to see Primit do well, man. He has so many good years ahead of him anyway, especially when Switch comes out. So when we switch over to the new console. I should have done the snap, actually. But, all
All right.
I don't know. Primid, really smart player. Each time he's being pushed to make these big wins and stuff. Or not these big wins. He has big wins, right?
Yeah.
But also
beating Ramsey, beating Zephyr, has been.
Yeah, but even then too, like sometimes like he's been showing up and kind of making his mark and making his statements and learning along the way. He's one of those players who, yeah, he's like somewhat upset if he loses, but at the same time, especially with
He's upset because he feels, and I know he can do better.
yeah. But somebody to watch out for, as well as at the last monthly that you were commentating, OJ Wadler beating Jebb. He is definitely old school. Well, he has the Sheik.
Yeah,
as
he
well
has
as a
Sheik now, but
Ganon.
mostly known for his Ganon.
Yep. Which is a great character if you're trying to learn fundamentals.
Yeah.
Ganon has like 3 options.
If you're really trying to learn how to read,
Mhm.
Ganon is your guy. He
Yep.
is your boy.
And we're going to give our 15th to the homie. Jebb was already shouting him out earlier, but Crits. Crits also, I will be riding up with him as well, but Crits can, I mean, if he has the PK fire in his heart, I don't know, man, he could take it.
But yeah. I was saying, honestly, number 16.
Number 16? Cathark.
Huh?
You said number 16?
Yeah,
Cathark. Cathark gets it. Man, use the...
But then again, like, it's just, like, this is crazy.
You got to have the book with your projectiles, but you also got to open up the book and have the reads. And then you got to switch back.
But yeah, like,
once you lose
but
game 1.
getting... he's gotten so close to top 8 Xanadu.
Yep.
So many times.
And he has the Maryland home field advantage, so... I don't know. Let's go. Let's go, Cathark. I believe. So yeah, that's about it for like the specific names. But I guess I don't know. We'll kind of close it out with some like Arcadian discussion.
Yeah.
It is going to be absolutely crazy.
It's going to be a bloodfest.
So my advice for a lot of these people though, because I was talking about this with Indigo and Azriel on the car ride up because I don't know, this is not West Tower and I's first rodeo as far as the Arcadian, because we've always been watching the development of all of our homies. Which, by the way, the biggest thing is shout outs to the mid level of MDVA. We have one of the most talented mid level people. You guys have been
Give yourselves a
stepping
round of
it up.
applause.
Because the fact that we as commentators have absolutely no ideas what's going to happen, like, that's so nice and refreshing.
Yeah.
But this is your guys' time to shine, and this is a time where you guys can it's a benchmark to show some of the progress that you guys made. But by no means is this a make or break event. And I enjoy all these people having extremely high aspirations, as you should. But at the same time, keep in mind, it's an opportunity to show where you're at in the game right now, but also understand how many other people are hungry. And it's just one tournament. And so you need to be focusing on maybe performing really well and getting some exposure. But at the same time, I don't know. It's a benchmark for your progress, but we all still have so much progress to go as a region. If you are not if you're not pushing these players like Ramsey, Wadi, Zephyr, Promelia, if you're not like, I don't know, like getting top 8 at an Arcadian's pretty cool, but also, you know what else is cool? Getting top 8 consistently at like whatever your local
with
is.
those PR'd players being there.
Yeah, and
so
so
taking sets off of them and knocking them out to take those top 8 spots for them.
And also just every time that you go, just take time and make sure to, 1, have fun, 2, do what got you to the dance in the first place, but at the same time, by all means, take risks, enjoy yourself. Make sure you're learning the whole time through the process, because that's really important. Like, if the more pressure you put on yourself, that's okay, right? But at the same time, if you start flowcharting or you start doubting your reads, or if you aren't feeling confident at the time, or if you just feel like, because I've seen it. I've seen hearts will be broken on Saturday. And there's no way I can sugarcoat that. So just
and it's going to hurt watching, because everyone is putting in so much time into
so
this.
many homies, and we can't all I don't know, win, but you can try your hardest, and that's the biggest thing that you need to be doing. And so try your hardest, have fun, learn from whatever happens, and just enjoy yourself. And that's what's honestly going to take you the farthest, whether it's top 8 in Arcadian or top 8 next month when you finally break through or whatever, or, you know, top 8 at a SmashCon because maybe you're a god.
Yeah,
you know?
Maybe that's just your tournament. But that is a hell of a tournament to start off at. Just saying.
Yeah, that's the real benchmark, actually. But, yeah, so, I don't know. Have fun. Enjoy it. Compete. Play your heart out. But good luck to all of you guys, because it's anyone's game.
And if you do somehow bust her out, because let's
don't be
real
too hard
here.
on yourself.
Don't be too hard, because this tournament is ridiculous.
Yep.
Like, that's what a lot of people don't realize. Like, Fantastic Classic, that was a ridiculous tournament. Civil War, that was a ridiculous tournament. You have the likes of Zero getting 49th.
Yeah.
But this is similar to that. Like, butter will be shed.
Yeah.
And people
Look
will
at
be taking people out.
Last Arcadian, Black Yoshi gets eliminated by Contro, and he gets double eliminated in the losers. I forget who beat him in that, but you'll even realize, like, as far as PR goes, which a lot of people put pressure on PR, and that's a subject for another day, because PR is another great benchmark, but it by all means is not a testament to skill. But even then, like Black Yoshi was #1 seed in that event, loses pretty early. Doesn't even make top 8 at that event, but he still, I mean, is like a top 5 player in our region now. You know, so it's about more than just, I don't know, like getting top 8 at one event.
Think with Arcadian, kind of like your placement matches.
Yeah.
Like in Overwatch, you know, it's like we already kind of know where you are, but this is a real test of like where really are you. But then again, it's like. So if you really want to show up, you got to come prepared, man. Because like I said, people are ready. They're ready to win this. Everyone is here to come to win. So.
Yep. So anyway, so it's 2:35 right now. I'm going to try to wrap this up.
Yeah, we're going to be moving up into the MDVA weekly recap.
Yep.
And then right after that, we're going to go into the what's happening with WesTweli.
Yep. So I'm going to kind of rapid fire through because some of these are kind of interesting. So the first thing that I'll go through is TGS on, I believe, the 2nd of this month, 31 entrants. The top 8's a little more bread and butter. I'll highlight some of the stuff, though. So we had Black Yoshi in first, speaking of which. Puppe second, which has been kind of the usual routine. Len getting a hot 3rd place. Hero finally breaking his 5th place curse, getting the 4th place. And then in 5th, rounding it out with Sig and Brasta. Then we had Squirk with a kind of lower placement than normal. But I don't know. Things happen. Life happens. And then Umbra Mesa, or Mesa getting a 2nd, another Bayonetta who is not talked about enough.
He's been definitely making strides down in Sova.
Yeah.
So he's going to be an upcoming threat, especially if he starts traveling.
Yep. And we talked earlier about how brothers are OP. Sig, 2-0 Squirk in winners round 3, which I thought was a kind of a statement. Death Melon, also 2-1s Emerald in losers. And then Brasta finally eliminates Squirk 3-2 in losers. And this is another thing, speaking of PRs, that I want to highlight. Sova recently came out with a PR, and it's worth mentioning because there's a lot of really strong threats in that region. So first, of course, and this has been kind of, I don't know, this has been kind of just how things have been going recently. Black Yoshi is going to go ahead and take that first spot over Puppe, who had it last season, just based on Sova-specific results and out-of-state results, too. I mean, Black Yoshi has been stepping it up as of recently. So he gets that #1 spot. Puppe rounding it out at 2nd, and then for 3rd, we have Arctic Fury Squirk. And then for 4th, we have Hero, rounded by Len, Sig, Mesa, Brasta, Solaire, and then the other Olimar main that we don't talk about enough, Hudat.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I thought that was worth mentioning. Kind of a hilarious PR as well, but we won't get into that. People were mad. They shouldn't be. But this was kind of the highlight event of the week for me was Anvil 106. And 106 was quite a to-do because this was NC Saga with 59 entrants, which I thought was a
that's pretty big
deal.
for Anvil.
So there was a lot of crazy results that happened. So rounding out the top 8, we have Wadi, of course, taking 1st place. Puppe with a dominant 2nd place over a lot of threats. 3rd, Iota, which is actually what's funny is if you look at this bracket, it's still pretty run-of-the-mill. 4th, Black Yoshi. And then 5th, we had Promelia, and Pootie-Tang. And then on 7th, and the MVP for this match, or for this tournament, is going to be Azrael.
Yeah.
Getting 7th place after kind of a long hiatus, which I think
Very
was
long
really
hiatus. Especially thinking like after Sage Madness, he was kind of done. Was going to see his face again, or as Luigi. But decided to show up to this Anvil and showing up hard, beating the likes of Zephyr and getting top 8.
Yep. And then also shout-outs to the other NC homie. I believe he plays Cloud. I didn't actually see him on the VODs, which I thought was kind of sad. But Deep Blue getting 7th place as well. And then it was also kind of a stacked 19 entrants in their doubles as well, with Puppe and Squirk taking it, and then Wadi Pie getting 2nd. Black Yosh Hero, which is a super sick team, getting top 8 at Glitch, got 3rd place, and then Furf and Lucky win. Okay. Another NC rounds out the 4th place. But the significant results, Archie went on a tear in winners, beating 2-1 Dragon Iota and Deep Blue. And then he loses to Wadi in winners, and then Pootie Tang got the better of him in losers. But he defended the house twice against some NC homies. Cakes, 2-0's QWERTY.
So Cakes was down there.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I was just like, huh. I'd never see Cakes.
QWERTY was down there? Everyone went to the Anvil for some weird reason.
But I don't know if it would really. I don't know, man. I didn't see him. I'll have to ask. Contro, by the way, another. He defends the house, beating Cam Steele 2-0 from NC, and he takes off a game of Wadi and winners. Wadi, I don't know. It seems like Ryu might be the character if you're looking to get a win or two, or maybe even a set, because Contro keeps getting closer and closer. It's definitely something that he's been doing consistently, which I thought was worth noting. Pootie Tang loses to Puppe and winners, but he goes on a wild losers run, beating Z8, Natro, Archie, and Azriel in the top 8 as well, losing only to Black Yoshi, and that was a close Game 5, by the way. So shout out to Pootie Tang, even getting eliminated early by Puppe at second place. He still did really well. And then Hero gets the hashtag Runback this week over Mallow for their third in a row Anvil set, which I thought was crazy.
So that's best of 3 in a set, basically. So Hero's up 2-1.
Yeah, they might probably have a way longer set history anyway.
Yeah.
But Deep Blue.
Well, they played 3 times in a row.
So Deep Blue from NC beats Hero 2-0 in winners. Then he team kills his homie Lucky Wind. And then 2-0 Squirk before getting kind of bopped 3-0 by Iota. And then Iota also
having to
showed
defend
up.
his AF homie.
Yep. Iota beats Mallow first. He beats Zep Dragon, and then he loses to Black Yoshi in winners. And then he beats Furf, Deep Blue, Promelia, and Black Yoshi in the Runback. In another Game 5, and loses to Wadi, but to get a really respectable third place in a stacked 59 entrant tournament. And then finally, Puppe, he takes a set off of Wadi. Obviously, man, that reset bracket Wadi is wild.
I'm telling you.
But he's getting so close. Yeah, that's the
I don't know why
difference
she
maker.
just doesn't do that all the time. Like, just have, like, a recording in your
Yeah,
headset.
actually.
Like, when he has headphones, like, yo, what do you listen to? You got the music to pump you up, and he's in an interview.
If
Yo,
Wadi started
dog.
streaming, that has to be the donation thing.
Yo, dog, honestly, all I listen to is Let's Go.
Hey, yo, dog, I used to listen to music, but now I just listen to an 80-hour loop of Let's Go, Wadi.
I would probably have a stroke before that
Yeah,
even
that
went
actually
to the
sounds
10-minute mark.
cray-cray.
I'm cringing right now thinking about it.
So I'm going to look at the challenge for Xanadu really quick. By the way, Xanadu, I don't know, I was really enjoying, and I shouted it out earlier on commentary, but Van and Parappa were holding it down for that top 8. Nice to see Hogpen. I mean, they did so good in doubles today, but also nice to see Hogpen having both 2 great players, but also 2 great commentators, so worth noting. But we'll look at this bracket really quick. I gave it a peek the other night. Seagull Joe, we had no Wadi in attendance, so Seagull Joe is the Supreme Champion taking first, followed by Dexter, who Dexter, as I said, he's so close to beating Seagull, but he beat a bunch of people in losers bracket. Third place, we had VGBC Pink Fresh, as well as In Control and Video Game Boot Camp's Logic in fourth. And then we had Zorax, another threat for the arcade, and getting a nice 5th, along with Squid Boy. And then 7th, we had QWERTY getting another top 8, as well as Nika. So worth noting. And then I'll look at the bracket really quick. Winners bracket, Zorax makes kind of a good run, meeting Pink Fresh in winners quarters. And then Grevon from Bad Matchup, man. He beats AOS, Jeebus, and then loses just Squid Boy, who Squid Boy got a nice win over Logic. And Act 2, which I was happy to see Act 2 back, the Samus main.
I think he's at the Arcadian too, right?
I mean, probably. It's so stacked. Like,
oh, my Lord.
So, and then Dexter is kind of running through. He beats Ice Egg, Nika, Disgaea, and then loses to Seagull Joe. And then the losers bracket was pretty cray. Dingus Joe beats Cold Weather, loses to Nika, and then Nika beats Grevon as well, losing to Zorax. Zorax beats Act 2 again, I think. I believe he double eliminated. I'm not even sure. And then, so Logic beats QWERTY to get his 4th place, and then he also beats Squid Boy and loses to Dexter. Disgaea made it pretty deep as well.
Narusaga, okay.
Ah, okay. Oh, okay. So in Act 2, making the correct choice, going to Narusaga. But I guess he was at Xanadu this past week, so what a fiend. So, interesting enough. And then I'm going to check in Fantastic. How is commentating Fantastic?
I only commentated top 8, but that top 8 was pretty nice. I mean, Wadi taking it.
Yep.
But I forgot who he was playing in top 8. Or in top 2. I forgot who he was on. I know he made it winner.
Played Rags.
Rags, yeah.
Yep.
That's the new Fantastic Classic.
So one upset alert that I did want to flight out. So Flightless beats Minix.
Yeah.
And Flightless beats Minix
the
round
Bayo
1
Ditto.
in the Bayo Ditto, which is kind
and
of a
then
jank
beating
Ditto.
Ash.
Yeah, he beats Ash, though, round 2, which I thought was a big win, especially for Flightless. Kind of homebrewed, fantastic, Fantastic Weekly, just kind of GMU resident Bayonetta. So Tengu gets an upset over Rags and Winners and loses to Kree. Kree gets the run back. And then what else happened? I don't know. This was a pretty stacked, as most are, fantastic things. Senpai gets a bit of an upset over Jivo as well. Jivo not performing super well, but he'll be back, man. Always shouts to Gavin, man. I always got faith in the kid.
Also, congrats to the guy graduating high school.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
he has more. That's the reason why he's not going to the RBR at the Arcadian. He's going to be graduating and going to parties, man. I mean, I respect it. I respect it.
Honestly, like, hats off to you, man. Like,
yeah, it's an accomplishment in your life. But all I'm going to say is, Nairo, when he graduated, where did he go? He didn't. He graduated, but he didn't go to graduation. He went to CEO.
CEO.
Okay.
I'm surprised I was able to sign language that. I'm kind of proud.
So,
we can't afford that, man.
Imagine he would have won the Arcadian. Imagine that. That would have been a historic. That would have been a storyline for. That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying. I don't know, but yeah,
but take his wins over
Jivo, we're gonna see him other things, obviously. So missing this, it is a big tournament, but there are bigger things than this.
Oh, and so Scarlet. So one thing that I've realized that's been pretty impressive about Scarlet is normally when he makes these runs at and this is the way to do it if you are going to make a deep top 8 placing in Fantastic, is you stay in winner's bracket and you avoid the mess that happens in the shadow realm of loser's bracket. So, but he already was playing really well. He beats Baby Cakes to start it off, beats Senpai, who was playing pretty well that day, and Senpai recently beat Scarlet as well, so that was nice, a run back. Beat Zephyr as well, who was on a hiatus. And then beats second seed Zerom as well, which I thought was a pretty stellar win. And then loses to Wadi, which obviously, if you're even playing to the point where you get weekly experience playing Wadi, you're doing something right. And so he's obviously going to grow from that. And then as that kind of makes him dodge a bullet there, and then he just kind of loses to Rags.
He kind of got after he got 3-0'd by Wadi, immediately 2-0'd. By Rags, which
is also a whole nother monster as well. And so Rags gets upset pretty early by Tengu, but Rags' run was nutty. He beats like Crits, Nazo, Z8, Zephyr, Kree, and then Zerom and Scarlet, only to lose to Wadi. But man, was that a well-deserved
No, that was
second
Kree.
place.
That guy kind of he got like 5-0'd.
Yeah.
He got, and they were like, by the time he got beat, like when he went from losers or winner semis to losers quarters, he literally, it wasn't even 10 minutes.
Yep.
Like, because they kept him on because, all right, we're going to have you play Rags after he got decimated by Wadi, and then Rags gave him the rub where he's like, all right, I want to play Wadi now.
Yep.
Let's get this.
Also, speaking of Nairo Saga, Mickey 064, the resident Little Mac homie, definitely known to make deep runs even here at the cave, but he is also going to Nairo Saga as well as E3. So
I wonder if he's going to CEO afterwards. I don't think so, but
that would be fiend levels, honestly.
That would be fiend levels.
I want to be Mickey if that happens, like if he goes to CEO as well. But anyway, looking pretty well, especially with the ZSS matchup, because he does get an upset over Senpai. So that was worth noting. And then Saturns beats Ash at this tournament. Maybe Ash, cousin of Ismar.
I did hear that, Ash wasn't really feeling it that day.
Which is okay, man.
Yeah, well, and he did tweet, and I understand, if you're not feeling it, don't force yourself to go. Even if you feel like you should, just don't force yourself to go, man.
Also worth noting, too, Minix gets a nice PR win over QWERTY, something that he's definitely done before. The run through Primid.
QWERTY isn't on PR this season, but was.
Yeah, formerly PR'd. Still a threat, especially at Fantastic as well. But Minix had a nice little run. Beats QWERTY, Primid, Tengu in the run back. Gets a run back on Flightless as well, only to lose to Zerom, the kid. So I thought that was worth noting. And then Flightless, he beats Cold Weather, but as I said, loses that run back. Obsolete, not going to take it over Zephyr this time in that run back. But that's kind of it for Fantastic Smash. Any more thoughts before we get into tonight's cave? Like challenge?
Basically, it was kind of run of the mill, but the top 8s have been more interesting at Fantastic for sure. At least to compensate them, because people, you can tell, especially with Minix on the rise, been making things a little bit more interesting.
Minix is looking scary. Week after week, he keeps adding in some flavor to the Bayo.
So you just add that nice little spice.
That spice.
But yeah, now we're gonna go right into the cave.
Yeah, we had a bit of a spicy bracket, like, honestly. Like, it was tasting like some halal guys. Shouts to halal guys.
Yeah.
We were currently powered by halal guys as well as the Cave Fairfax today. But my stomach, man, I have been full and focused.
No, it was real. Like, I'm still full. But
So
then again, I
good.
had the Rolo McFlurry, which it's so good. It's
Rolo
so good.
McFlurries also get the cosign.
It's so good. Oh my God.
So tonight's we're gonna run back the top 8 really quick. We have Wadi taking it. He has the INC tag. Boss is not hip to what was happening. We had free agent Wadi taking number 1 at yet again another local. Even after he was feeling a little sick, he had a little.
Yeah, he was actually about to DQ himself. He had beaten Jebb in winners finals. Well, he was waiting winners finals in the Promelia.
But he stood up and he felt better. So
yeah, he was about to leave. He's like, "Yo, man."
GG's Wadi for the real life adaptation.
He is going to Spike God. He's taking the bus.
Yep.
To go to Spike God. And
teaming with Fatality, which is going to be lit. So.
And the 2 Spike Gods.
Yes,
so.
They named a whole tournament after Wadi and Fatality, which I loved watching. That's another vintage set. Watch Fatality Wadi the first time Wadi beats Fatality at Xanadu. That was a good set. Both players throwing hands. So that's going to be a lot of, I believe that's hosted on Typo House if it's in Georgia.
Yeah.
All right, so another like
that's
homie stream.
South Carolina, but I think Typo House might still be doing it.
Maybe.
I'm not
I don't
sure.
know.
Wow, Boss really needs to.
That's what I said. He put In Control in the challenge.
And he put Cutlass Archie, and he's not even part of Cutlass anymore. And
Whatever.
he misspelled Cutlass.
He doesn't play this game anymore. Hey, man. We you. So Iota gets the second place, which he got second place 2 weeks ago as well, so no stranger. And then Joseph getting a hot third place tonight, too. Also beating Promelia in that anime set that King and I commentated. And then fifth, we had Archie surviving from his SD on Azrael in winners. And I'm not looking at the right one. That's the mix-up.
It's here.
Here, I can go to bracket.
Oh, it's off.
Oh, dang.
I think it's off.
I was about to say, that's what's crazy about the cave, though.
Wait, so what happened?
I was looking at the wrong bracket.
I was like, that doesn't really make sense. So, because I was thinking, I'm like.
Anyway.
I'm like, that wasn't making that much sense. Because I'm like, I remember Iota getting second. So that was lining up. And I'm like, Archie got 9th.
My battery's running low.
Where's the charger?
Oh, my charger's in my backpack. I don't care. Even if we need to, we have the other one. It's going to die, and it's fine.
Alrighty.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I put it in the chat.
Oh, it's in chat. Let's go. Shout outs to our executive producer, by the way, Panda. Panda leveling up our production value as well as the
without
production
him,
value.
we wouldn't be here doing this right now.
So all of these follows that you're doing, all of any donations that occur, and especially when we're able to get actual followers as well, and subscribers, I mean, that's all going to help out Panda, which is going to help out us, which is going to help out the Cave, which is going to help out our region. One of the unsung heroes of this region. So big shout outs to him, and coming through in the chat as well with the challenge, the correct challenge.
Yeah.
Fixing
and
up
right
my
now, working on the, possibly by next week, should be the new overlay for the Runback.
It's going to be sick.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Y'all
awesome.
aren't even ready. It looks sick. So, all right,
yeah,
so
that's the real top 8.
Real top 8, the real third place champion this time was Promelia, followed by Jebb getting a nice fourth place. And then fifth, Tengu and Parappa to Arcadian. Well, Parappa's not going to be at the Arcadian, sadly. But Tengu getting top 5 this time, as well as Scarlet and Lemon. I'm going to keep kind of speed running through the analysis of this because my battery's about to die. And I don't really care.
What was I going to say? All right, so we saw a really good set between Archie Azrael, but it was an unfortunate ending with Azrael with a miss input with a down air.
Yeah, Azrael performing pretty well today, getting 9th.
But either way, still beating Archie.
Yep, that is definitely an upset. As well as Lemon did pretty good, too, to get a top 8 as well.
Yeah, but it was Lemon over someone Lemon over Minix, I think.
Yeah, so that was worth knowing. And Lemon takes out Azrael as well. Azrael said no bueno with the Luigi. He just went Little Mac because he was just like, I'm done with this. But didn't take it this time. Mickey takes out Matador. Scarlet takes out Jesus. But loser's bracket is when things got pretty spicy. Let's see. Shout out to Isan being here today, too.
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance
Isan's
to say
been
hi
here
to him.
2 weeks in a row. It's really nice to see him
So let's
again.
talk about Lemon's run. Lemon beats Reef, Minix, and then Azrael, and losing to Parappa 2-1 in a close game. Parappa pulling out this Greninja out of nowhere that I was impressed with. Parappa also did pretty good today, beating Mickey in losers, as well as Lemon, and then Iota kind of had the better of him. Tengu beats Scarlet and Archie 2 solid Sheiks.
Yep,
Mario doing kind of well.
And
in this
2
matchup.
stocking Jebb in one game in their set. So.
Yeah, keeping it close, man. Tengu is playing to win, especially today here at the cave.
I've been like eating these people that were saying for this Arcadian. Or
Yep.
people doing man.
Nature did pretty
Doing
well
so
too.
But Nature are going all dock today.
Yep. And so he went all dock today. Scance had the better of him with the 2-0. And then Scarlet and Scance, the brother team kill. My brother.
my brother.
Today, Scarlet beat
And
my
yes,
brother.
And it's like, and yes, I beat my brother.
Scarlet playing the role of android, getting the better of his fox brethren, Scance.
Oh god.
But anyway,
That is actually hilarious.
it's such a shout out to Alex19. If I stream, that's goals there. That's also impression goals too, man. He put the impression game on the map for Melee. And then of course
Dolph! Sorry if I scared you guys, but
the reeds. Anyway, so
the
yeah.
reeds. All right.
So it's funny listening to Toph and Scar because they'll literally get called out like in the middle of the day with like random people just being like, just like coming up to him like at a coffee shop and being like, the reeds, like just like I don't know, going off on some stuff. So I think that's hilarious. Hopefully one day somebody can like meme at us IRL for our WesTweli commentary. That's the dream, really.
That is the dream.
I'm at Starbucks and I'm like, can you not tell the story? The other day, some sort of gym, aka a fan of mine, came up to me and acknowledged me, and I was like, psh, 2 esports for this dude. Sips coffee. Like,
By the way, Wadi, we're gonna have to have a run back of you on the stream.
Yeah, because episode 1 is dead. Rest in peace. Let's pour out some 40s in the chat.
Well, first off,
press F to pay respects.
I thought you guys were staying all night.
Nah, man, that was old Wadi. Wadi and Senpai, ladies and
So
gentlemen.
they're making me.
But yeah, press F to pay respects to the another lost episode, kind of like our Anvil 100 commentary, which was the best commentary we've ever done.
Yeah,
it's
probably.
just gone. Kind of burnt up in a fire, like all the challenge brackets from Sage Mantis. But yeah, that first challenge, if you were here, you are an original homie. We do have episode 0, which happened on Double C
I'm gonna be posting that,
which is now episode
also,
1, maybe.
You guys can, if you put in WesTweli, into YouTube, you can check out episode 2 with Beans, because we are starting a YouTube. We're gonna be posting our VODs from here, vlogs,
vlogs. We're gonna have Twelly talks.
Twelly talks.
We're gonna have just random, just like anything that we want to do.
We're still coming up with content, but that's the main stuff we're having on there for now. So if you
got more
don't want to
things
go
on
to
the way.
Twitch, because Twitch doesn't keep them forever, we'll have the vlogs or the VODs, all the runbacks on there forever.
Yeah.
So.
But stay tuned to just both of us because we got big things planned for 2017.
Yeah.
We're going to try our best to take over everything. And we can't say this enough. We're really appreciative of the opportunity to commentate the Arcadian, especially with all of our homies that hopefully, I mean, we're going to have to see all of them in top 8 because, like, I was looking at that whole list, and as much as it's like these are stacked in terms of skill level, it's also stacked in terms of just, like, homies and just people that we've known and putting on the grind. So really quickly, normally we like to do just, like, shout-outs to, like, just random stuff. But I think shout-outs are specifically for
we're
this
doing
week.
What's happening with WesTweli today, or
Yeah, it's going to be brief.
yeah. But yeah, because it can be brief too.
This ties into what we were saying.
Yeah.
Though. So one of the things that we talked about in the first runback, which was really the second runback, or runback of the real runback on Double C's channel, was the numbers are going to be so confusing anyway. Because I think what was going to happen was we're just going to have episode 1, but it's going to be the second episode 1. The math is going to be all over the place.
Yeah.
But
episode the runback.
The runback of the runback featuring Wadi again. Hey, yoga.
Featuring Roddy, the runback. Like.
But we've always talked about it. The runback was this week's What's Happening with West Tower topic is just do it, right? Just do the thing that you're going to do.
What we mean by just do it is like literally whatever you want to do, with that being goals and smash and being a top player, being a top commentator, being a top TO. Well, being a
top
Smash.
homie.
Yeah, being even in Smash, being
top tier
being
at your workplace, being the top tier like husband
being
or wife.
successful at life, being successful whatever you want to be. Just do it.
Yeah, and so segueing into that, I beat you. Ha.
Oh yeah,
Like,
you got it.
So when we started this, I don't know. when we started the idea, even before when it was in its infancy, I was literally sitting there, and it was an infant for all of like 6 hours because I was in my shower, and I said, I'm tired of people not paying attention to all of my homies who are making upsets every single week. And so I went to my work, and I hit up some Discord homies, such as WesTweli, who was game on from the jump. And I said, look, we're just going to go with the help of Double C, and we're just going to straight up just make a show. And we just kind of did it. And we could have waited and fleshed out the idea, and maybe came into it with kind of our stuff together and been a little more presentable, but we didn't care. We just went ahead and did it, and guess what? It was a success regardless.
Yep, and you guys keep coming back, and we appreciate you guys so much for that. But that comes into like saying, just do it.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter, like, oh, I don't, like, just say, for example, oh, I'm not ready for this arcade. I don't feel like I'm ready enough. Just do it.
Do it.
Play, and if the results don't go in your favor, keep practicing, keep doing it.
You're at Xanadu of all places. Like, god dang it. Like, learn, play, win. Like, drink Soylent, buy a monitor, listen to HyperX headsets. But, like, seriously, like, have fun with it. If there's anything that you want to do, like, and this has been what we've been preaching since day one, step up, make your voice be heard. Make sure, I mean, because there's so many different directions. I mean, Jebb was talking about how, you know, maybe he's not going to be playing Smash for forever, but at the same time, like, Jebb has, like, so many times where he's made his voice known as a homie, as a person who's making graphics, like, kind of swagging out our region. People like Double C, he started from being that dude who's always in chat making odd shots to now a dude who's just, like, had his hand in so many different projects. I mean, like, I don't know. Like, just do it. Like, hey, am I going to go to this arcade? Like,
and it starts off small. Like, because, like, say if you want to be that top guy, it isn't going to happen overnight. It never will.
Yeah.
Whitey's still not the top. And he's amazing. Let's put that into perspective. And this isn't just for Smash. Like I'm saying, like, if you want to be, say, for example, a top, like, fashion designer, top whatever, you got to start off small, but it will happen if you put your time at it. Just do it. You got to start somewhere.
And so
you have to start somewhere. Don't say, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, I'll lose this weight tomorrow. Do it.
What's funny is this is kind of overlapping. A big-time friend of the show.
Just do it. Do it. Like, really, like, it's true. Like, it's already had to make that kind of
Fatality made second at with Captain Falcon.
And people didn't think it was possible.
I don't know why.
Third with Link before Bayonetta, by the way.
Side note, I've been doing the TK hands all night. I've been doing the...
Yeah.
I'm TK. But yeah, no, seriously, just do it. And it's funny because I was just talking with a longtime friend of the show, Indigo, on some random... I decided to randomly just do it, talking with him and JKS, who's also in the chat. I just gave him some homie heads-up calls out of the blue, and they answered the Twelly bat signal, as it were. But I was talking with Indigo for a while, so much so that I was actually late for my giving some rides and stuff. But I was talking with him about, we were both kind of on the same wavelength of, you know, there's just a lot of things, and this is a Smash thing, this is a life thing. The way that I was able to phrase it was and he had this epiphany last night, the only thing more important than knowledge in the pursuit of knowledge is
books,
applied knowledge.
Lamborghinis, I'm sorry.
We're just memeing all over the place. But applied knowledge is super important. Like taking whatever idea that you have, whatever vision that you have, and just applying it, whether it's the vision of how you want your neutral to be or the vision of what you want your local community to be, whatever, like just kind of thing. But also, it's all that stuff is great if you have the intentions to. That's all cool. But your actions is what really matters. In the same way, let's say...
You can't be stagnant. You can't just sit there and want to. You have to.
Let's say I have all the intentions because I'm super sick and I'm the best Rob main ever, and I have all the intentions of placing top 8 at the next Arcadian, at the next cave or whatever. But my actions each week are going 1 and 2 in bracket, or doing the Twelly, which is just not even entering my bracket. Then whatever. Like I have all these intentions, and you know, I could John because I feel bad about something, or I could hype myself up and be like, I'm super good at this game or whatever. But don't judge other people on their intentions. Judge them on their actions. Like I'm always appreciative of the people that instead of talking the talk, they decide to walk the walk, and they either do things like walking in neutral, which nobody does. They do things like landing in neutral, which everyone just wants to press a button. Or, hey, guess what? Like you have that thing in your neutral right now, right? Or that tech skill thing that you haven't labbed out, or that habit, you're PK firing all over the place, and you shouldn't. Like, there's things that we all know that we should be doing in our heart of hearts, but we're just, like, not stepping up. So that's basically it. A little bit short and sweet. Yeah. Anything else that you want to say, though, WesTweli, to wrap up your What's happening with West Tower?
Nothing will happen if you don't just do it.
And that is what's
Like, that's
truly
like-
happening.
Like, because basically, I'm here to, like, just like with the homie question they asked, like, hey, what does it take to be a homie? Just be a homie. But he went
Do
in depth
it.
with it, but I'm just like, when he was in depth about doing it, I'm saying just do it.
Yeah.
Because what's stopping you? What's
Man,
stopping
we about
you?
to get that
Yourself.
Nike. We're about to get that Nike sponsorship real quick too, man, with the fresh kicks.
No, I'm not about that.
Okay,
actually.
but we made fun
But I'll
of
sell it. But I'm not
we
about
made
that.
fun of Jebb's shoes earlier.
They were New Balances, though.
They were New Balances, right? But there were some dad-ass shoes, and we said, Jebb, just do it. Upgrade your shoes. Spend $60, and guess what? Jebb has some normal 2017 shoes now. He's been gone for like 40 minutes, and we're already roasting his ass. I'm sorry for when he watches the VOD. But, like, he did it, and now he has good
my
shoes. Because West Tower had a vision, and he said, you need to stop wearing some dad shoes, and you need to go ahead, and you need to wear some shoes. And now we have Swag Jebb, right? And he's swagging on locals. He's doing the down air kicks on people at round one Xanadu. He's blowing up people off the top blast zones or whatever. But, you know, he's swagging out. And look at Jebb now. He's a cool guy.
Yeah, all I had to do was get drunk at a hotel room at SmashCon and roast his shoes. And Jebb went out and did it, got some new fucking shoes, tried to
New
copy
shoes.
my shoes, but he went out and got some shoes. All right? And there's some swag shoes, like he said.
Yeah, they're hot. They're hot shit.
All right, so we always try to make this a shorter episode, but we never
Nah,
can because
man.
we can
Oh,
talk
it's
for
3
hours
a.m.
and hours and
man.
hours.
Don't tell me it's 3 a.m. in the chat, man. That's wild. So we're going to try to wrap it up.
Yeah, because now we're basically at Ask WesTweli. I don't think we really got any questions at
Check
the
the Twitter
hashtag
really
today,
quick.
but I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna look at the Twitter. But if you guys want to ask us some quick questions in the chat,
It can be literally anything.
yeah, anything about us, anything what we think about the game,
And we'll try to wrap something up while you're doing that.
not even about the game, but there's no more about us.
So my shout outs to the chat is going to be to our new intern here at the cave, Caveman Charlie. Caveman Charlie has been promoting people. He's been giving people
Charlie.
cave coins, whatever those are. He's been chilling. You can actually type in !hello, and he'll say hi to you, man. He's a nice dude. So Caveman Charlie, we're gonna be
he
seeing
has
a lot
different
more of
responses
him.
each time.
Okay, what are 15?
essay format.
Oh, in essay format. Okay, now I'm gonna do bullet points. Really quick, Cathark.
Can we give you PowerPoint?
My favorite thing about you, Cathark, is one, basically your PK Thunder moves that Robin somehow has. Two,
Like how
I
confident you are in your character.
I like solo Cathark commentary. That shit is vintage. 3, I like the fact that you're chilling in chat right now. 4, I like your Twitter. 5, I'm pretty sure you do like some dope artwork and stuff. 6, you have passionate animes about.
I think you meant to say Arc Thunder. I realized that you said
Arc Thunder.
PK Thunder.
No, I called it the PK Thunder because I couldn't even remember.
LMAO. Anyways.
6, you have passionate ideas about anime.
Mhm.
7, I just like the name Cathark. It rolls off the tongue. 8, I've known you for a pretty long time, and that's always dope. 9, every time I go to Xanadu, you're the one Robin that I always want to play friendlies with. 10, I don't know, man. Like you're always on that grind, and you're always in week in, week out. So close, which leads into my 11th, which, I mean, you've been so close. You've had so many 9th place things, so just keep at it, dude. Like, you're almost there. And 12, you're always looking and asking for help on commentary, trying to make sure that you hone your craft, which I appreciate. 13, you're in the Jebb grind server, and that's always lit. 14, I don't know, man. You just seem like
I'm gonna be the clicker, like each PowerPoint.
ding. Like, let's see. 14, people thought you were ZSS, but you decided not to pick that character. So now we have one less ZSS, so I'm not dying at 70 anytime. And
Well, you're
15,
still dying to checkmate at 70.
15, my favorite thing is whenever we're playing friendlies, you try to throw out some Thorin or some other thing, and my Rob hits that side B dab, and I just reflect all of your stuff back at you. That's my favorite thing to do. So, Cathark, you thought I couldn't do it, but I did. You're welcome. But, all right, so now for a real question. Thank you, just kidding, sir. Most overrated character. What is the most overrated character?
Ooh.
Every time somebody asks me a character question and I don't have the CSS in front of me, it's really hard.
Okay, on the top of my head. The top of my head.
Kirby. Lamau.
Nah.
Nah, Kirby's good.
No, he's bad. But I'm trying to. I honestly think Ryu is pretty overrated.
I don't know. I think Ryu's underrated still.
The reason I think that is because well, it's funny. The argument that Locust said, like, I don't see how Kirby don't think he's the worst character. I don't think See how people don't think Kirby is the worst character in the game. All you do is run away from him, and he can't do anything. And then another Kirby tweeted at him. He's like, I don't see how people don't think Ryu is the worst in the game. All you do is run away from him.
You know what? I'm going to give this one to Double C72 to his joy. I'm going to say, as of right now, in my heart,
Greninja?
I feel Greninja's a little overrated.
I don't think anyone really is rating Greninja, though.
Yeah, I guess after the results. You're right. That's not overrated. Let's try again.
But
we can give it a Van. I think Ganon's
overrated?
Yeah. He's still bad.
I mean, he's still bad, but he's not.
Ganon just makes him look so sexy.
No, people think that Ganon is really bad. I think he's underrated.
Dang.
Slightly.
Okay. Pac-Man. Fuck that character. That character sucks. I don't know.
Everyone thinks he sucks, man. So I think he's underrated.
I think I just keep picking underrated characters so I can be right. But like I'm actually, I don't know.
I don't. No one's rating Robin anymore.
Yeah.
So, but
what's like a top tier character that's overrated?
I think actually okay. I'm gonna put it this way.
Low key.
I think DK is pretty overrated.
Yeah. DK, if he can't get in, is kind of a struggle.
If he can't get in, if you know his weaknesses super well, and know how to take advantage, he's super overrated.
I was okay. So Cathark beat me to it, but this was actually going to be mine. As far as overrated as of recently, and this is kind of how the meta is developing, I will say Cloud. And that sounds, and people are going, whoa, 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 Cloud's dope as shit. And you go, yeah.
He is dope as shit.
He has options. He has a lot of different things, and there's still room for his meta to grow. But, man, at the same time, his disadvantage states are not talked about enough, and everyone gets so mad about Cloud. But if you really took the time to really play the matchup of that character, you know what, man? He's like out of like the top like 5 or so characters in the game. He's the one that at least I go, man, super doable. And there's not a bunch of room to expand his meta as much as I see Diddy's, Sheik's, Bayonetta's, Ryu, other characters. I think
that's another character that
the limit bar is like slowly just like, I don't know, getting there eventually. But
no, I was thinking that, honestly, I'm thinking this. The more we're learning about Bayo, the more I'm thinking, is she actually
Bayo underrated?
Underrated.